Hi, my name is Jen, owner and trainer of Banks Canine Solutions. I offer group classes and in-home training for pet dog obedience in the Fitchburg area, Fitchburg, Massachusetts, and surrounding areas. In this video today, I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to respond properly to leash pressure. So what I mean by leash pressure is when you have your dog attached to a leash that's on their flat collar or martingale collar, something like that. We're going to teach them how to move with the leash instead of against the leash, which is what most dogs want to do. It's what we teach most dogs to do, is they pull and move against the leash. I've got her on a harness right now because I'm not really paying attention to her, so I am letting her pull on leash. This is Moon Pie. She is 4 months old tomorrow. So I've been working her pretty much only on the harness, and I let her pull, and it doesn't really matter what she does on the harness. But I've got a martingale collar on her, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the leash to the martingale collar, and then I'm going to start to just pull in a certain direction. And the trick is to pull just to the point that she feels it, and then I want to stop and wait for her to move in the direction I'm pulling. What I don't want to do, what I want to avoid, is physically moving her when I pull, so it's a really gentle pressure. And as soon as she moves in the direction I'm pulling, I'm going to say yes and kind of relax my arm that's holding the leash, so the leash pressure goes away, and then I'm going to feed her for it. You're being very good right now, I know. So first off, here, baby, I'm going to attach her to the martingale collar, and I've never done this with her, so this is our first session together. She's not used to being attached around her neck. And all I'm going to do is pull in a horizontal line. Yes, good girl. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. Very good girl. So there's the leash pressure, and I'm just going to wait. Yes, good girl. Very nice. Yes, good girl. And I'm very purposely not holding food in my hands because she knows to come to my hands for food. So I don't want to be baiting her with food. I want to make sure she's thinking about the leash pressure and, yes, good girl, and how to get rid of it. Yes, good girl. Very nice. Yes, good girl. So I'm practicing a lot of lefts and rights, but I also want to practice forward. Yes, good girl. That was a really gentle one. And I want to practice backwards. Yes, good girl. That's great. Good for you. So when I'm pulling, I'm not pulling directly up. I'm trying to pull fairly level with her spine because I don't want to be twisting her head in a weird direction. Yes, good girl. So the more fluent your dog is in understanding how to respond to the leash, the easier they are to control. So instead of teaching them to pull you around, you can first teach them how to respond to leash pressure in your house or somewhere really easy for them. Good girl. And then you can take this on the road and teach them how to control their end of the leash. Good girl. She's not letting me do any tension now. Good for you. Yes, good girl. Very nice. So that's how I start leash pressure. It's one of the very first things I do with the dog on leash when they're on their flat collar, and I certainly wouldn't do this outside or out in a public place yet. I'd want to do this in the house a lot first, and then I'd eventually go work with this out in my yard before finally taking her on a walk around my neighborhood. I've had her for 2 months, and she still hasn't been around my neighborhood because she doesn't know how to behave when we're walking around my neighborhood. So we do a lot of puppy class and a lot of going places to socialize, but I'm not actually walking her around my neighborhood yet because she's a super distracted puppy and I want her to be a little bit more attentive to me. All right? Let me know if you guys have any questions, but I definitely encourage you to try this at home with your dogs.